Strap in, the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. Brandon Ayuk now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here we go, Ty. Hey, Jared.
Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Vita Vea busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing. Oh, design run here for Ayuk. And strong running there, gets this up over the 15-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up.
Make no mistake about it, that's a really dangerous place to run that play. But the way that they're spreading the defense horizontally, you've got to think that as the game goes on, they'll find opportunities vertically downfield as well.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can.
Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 10. And touchdown. Harris, 61 yards. And the Condors will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. ETN. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Another tote for ETN. And shedding through the tackle. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he'll take this forward to the 27. Solid running there. And CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, ETN. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They go play action now. Wilson. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
A handoff running left is Etienne. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now Wilson on second down. Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Here's Wilson. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Etienne up the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 2nd and 5. Now Johnson. He's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from first down. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
That's caught at the 1. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox from 10 yards out. And the Bills are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Ayuk to return it from his end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. On to the second quarter, Mexico City in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Ayuk going to go in motion right. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. He'll get it here as they run the end around. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Fields changing the play. Harris running straight ahead, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Jalen Carter working his way back behind the line of scrimmage and dropping him for a loss. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14. 70 yards rushing for him in his first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't hurt too well.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. To throw is Fields. Escaping the press. Fields hit and the ball is loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do, but let's face it. You know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
12 yards that time and a Bills first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On first down, Wilson. Locates Etienne along the sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Wilson. That is caught. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Gay is on for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Second half starts with a run by Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go play action with Wilson. Sebastian Joseph Day drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines are raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to...
Oh, had to get it out quickly, but it's blocked. And, oh, that is going to be a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball and through the line. Great call from the coaching staff and even better execution.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. On the return is Peterson. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. They got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On the give, this is Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Fields now to throw. Quickly to Hawkinson. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who...
There he goes, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. 118 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Harris. Touchdown. Now Mike Vrabel going to tell the offense to go for 2 here. Fields trying to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now Wilson finding Knox there, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
First down, Bills.
Here's Johnson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
Flushed out right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth.
Fourth down.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Flush to his right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
27-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Marquise Goodwin, 27 yards. And the Condors continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the...
Matt Gay set to kick off.
Gay now set to kick it off. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. Jones breaking from the contact. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Adafe Owe, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And the ball is knocked out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Vita Vea able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it?
And it's a fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And now look at this. Big gain, a fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 6. And the Bills first down.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Pressure comes and down he goes. T.J. Watt in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On the draw, it's Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Up from his safety spot to charge in and make the play, Landon Collins. Oh, design run here for Ayuk. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Now they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw, Fields. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Jalen Carter coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Here we go, Spike. Hey, Karen.
They snap it to Fields. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Bills will take over here just shy of the 30.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On second down, here's Wilson. Finds his running back, James Conner. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Play action. Now Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Let's go.
On third down, Wilson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. One last shot for Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
11.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say adios from Mexico City.